What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another match from the Massacre at Hardhome, held in Cleveland, Ohio. On the left we have Jessie, on the right we have myself. Both playing Greyjoy, but Jessie's got Banner Dragon, I have Rains of Castamere. Alright, so we got duped Balon, a Targaryen Loyalist, and an Iron Mines set up on the left side. On the right side we got the 7-1-0 setup of Euron, Iron Islands Fishmonger, and Rose Road. Now, Jessie is one of the Patreon supporters of the channel, so shout out to him for being an awesome dude. And you guys see his name scrolling by in the credits every damn video. So thanks a lot to him. It was cool to see him again, and yeah, slog it out in a Greyjoy sort of mirror match. And I'll admit I was a little worried. The Thursday before this tournament, I tried out this Greyjoy Banner Dragon. I did the version that I brought it to our Thursday casual night. I did the version I think Chris Vack won with in a tournament recently, just to try it out. And yeah, I saw it was pretty good, and it's pretty rushy, pretty deadly. Having an extra stand from Plaza Pride's pretty awesome. And then to see it across the table from me, I'll admit I was a little worried that he might have the better of the Greyjoy decks on the table. And knowing Jesse's a great player, and he knows his stuff with Greyjoy, that's for sure. So I think that was an alt art Time of Plenty he played into My Noble Cause. So we each got to draw 3 cards there. And he slaps down a Rose Road he's got there for his limited card. And looks like he's going first. His choice, winning initiative. So me having Euron on the board is pretty huge to start. As you hear me joking with him. He mentions that I have Rains, and if I tell him if he could just, you know, keep his green icons that he plays to a limited number to help me trigger my Rains easier, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, seeing Euron to start in a Rains deck is definitely good, since he's like my biggest intrigue icon. It helps. And against Greyjoy deck, especially one that's not tweaked to have many intrigue icons, I'm assuming, it's a little better for me, I think, in that department. But we'll see. And speaking of intrigue icons, he plays Miri, who is a 5-strength intrigue icon. So that is a smart play, because now I have to be worried about defending against that with my intrigue icons. If he's throwing intrigue challenges at me, which means I'm going to be having to win Rains on the defense, most likely. Or trying to trigger Rains on the defense, if at all, since she's 5-strength. Me trying to get 5 more is going to be a little tough. So I get an Iron Mines on the board. And a dupe on Euron, which is definitely key with Miri being across the board. Do I have a Nightmares or a Milk or anything to do with Miri here? That's the question. I have an Iron Mines, at least I could save. So I could just let Miri do her business and eat through Iron Mines, I guess. And then I'm able to do my Intrigue Challenge back and hopefully win by 5. Don't know what Rains trigger I'd be trying to get off here in the early game. Maybe the stand one, Power Behind the Throne. I have King Balon in hand there. I have a Silence's Crew, maybe a couple of those guys there. Lord's Port Shipwright. What else do I got in hand there? Maester Windermere, I think. Just not sure which route to go here. I'm probably at this point playing the challenges phase in my head. He's only got 2 characters that he can really do challenges with. And I got to think worst case scenario, those challenges are both going to go unopposed. If they do, can I deal with the claim? Who needs to be on the board? Can I stop Miri and still get my range trigger off? Can I stop Balon? Balon doesn't have stealth, so like Euron can block him, but I think Euron's got to block Miri first. So the Victirion Greyjoy is who I marshal. And he gets a Corsair's Dirk, so he's +2 strength.
Plus 2 strength, and reaction after he wins in a challenge, he's attacking. I can move 1 gold from Euron.
Looks like I have a Wildling Scout in hand also. There's a ton of characters there, so lots of options to play next round, or if resets happen or claim. All characters, so hopefully my opponent's not playing Heads on Spikes. And Maester Windermere with that stealth and power icon. I was sneaking in there, getting those extra unopposed powers. So we got a military with Balon. I think I just block with Victirion. I think that would be the choice. I don't want to lose anyone to claim. So I get Renown on Victirion. And he fully wins the challenge. And I think Corsair's Dirk is only when attacking. There's no gold anyway on the opponent's side to steal, but I'm not too worried about that. But he definitely helps get him above strength from Balon, and that's what the key was there. So now we have an intrigue with Miri. I think Euron just needs to jump in front of that. No Plaza of Pride on the opponent's side yet, so I don't have to worry about her standing and doing a second challenge yet. And fully defended. Here we go on the pillage. And it's a Plaza of Pride, ladies and gentlemen. I was just joking with him, but
You know how many times I've done that on defense for
I trolled Jessie there and was like, so do you want to shake hands now? Or basically saying it's over because I grabbed, like, you know, I know how key that location is since I was just playing with it 2 days before this at our casual Thrones night. And that Plaza of Pride's the whole reason why you're bannering. It's not Miri. You may think it's Miri, but it's not Miri. It's for the Plaza of Pride. And I just stole it. And unless he gets Euron out there to steal it back or Dagmar Cleft Jaw, yeah, I'm going to be sitting on it for a while. He might even have to We Do Not Sow it just to get it out of play. But yeah, that's huge. Sure, he didn't expect his Miri challenge to end in losing the Plaza of Pride. But yeah, that's Euron. That's Euron Greyjoy right there. That's why people milk him and throw nightmares on him all day when I play with him. He can swing games. So defensively, I get 2 Renown and I have a power. So I'm up 3-0, it looks like. So trading with the Batoshi into counting coppers. So I get to draw a bunch of cards and get a little extra economy from his trading, which is nice. And he's looking to play out some big dudes. I think we saw he did have a Euron in hand there when he was shuffling. And I think I want initiative, so I don't know. I think I'm going first. Probably want to use the Intimidate on Euron. And maybe use it twice with Plaza of Pride. That'd be nice. So great haul for economy. So even though I got a little extra money from his trading, you got to be careful that you don't overextend and then have to worry about Valor. As you know, we're both playing it. So I get appointed.
Turn the volume up on that when he says it.
So I get appointed, and so now Victirion Greyjoy has an intrigue icon. And you see Dagmar Cleftjaw in my hand. Is he going to hit the board? Do I have enough money for that? Great Hall, Sea Tower, that's 3 off. Iron Islands Fishmonger, yep. And some gold. Yeah, I got the money for him. But do I have the cards to chuck to stand Euron or Victirion to get them attacking twice would be nice. Most likely Victirion would be who I'd want to get in there. Because even if he can't do his Intimidate, you know the opponent's throwing characters in front of him to stop the Intimidate, so I'm still getting the to kneel characters, which is basically what you want to do. Looks like I got Baby Theon in there. So lots of options, especially since I had 5 characters to go with last round. And it looks like I just drew into Theon and other cards, obviously. I'm sure I saw more characters. So lots of choice here on where to spend my money. And it's Dagmar. Dagmar is on the board. Looking to steal some Iron Mines across the board. So he's got to get some. Now he's fearing, I'm sure, dealing with Dagmar. But secretly, I don't care that much about Dagmar. He's a renown keyword and big body, so that's pretty much what he's there for. And if he can steal some locations, hey, icing on the cake. Or if he does like Miri does and gets big dudes jumping in front of him to stop his ability, that's a win-win for me anyway. So Plaza gets blown up by a newly made lord. And for some reason, I put it in my discard pile there. Force the habit. And I give it back to my opponent.
It's upsetting because I wish it went to your discard.
Oh, yeah. See, he's talking about... Wish it went to my discard pile so he could steal it back with Euron, but it's in his discard pile. So there's still a chance he can get another one and put it into play, which sucks. But at least he couldn't marshal it. I guess he could have marshaled it there. Yeah, blown up with the newly made lord. Could have still played it after if he had one in hand. Just can't play it if I have it on my side. Because you only have one copy of it in play on either side since it's owned by him. He can't have two plazas out there that he owns separately.
Dick over there.
For now, things can change real quick.
No economy, no rush mechanics.
So now I got to think it out here. He's got a lot of big dudes across the board.
I've been very lucky to draw into the Kraken and Baby Theon early in every single game.
And yeah, Jessie there talking about the rush in his deck, which I know he's on camera again later, and I'm sure we'll see it pop off. But yeah, he was rushing dudes all day. So if I go in with Victirion, like I can put other people in with Victirion here. He's 7 strength alone, but I can add other people in with him to try to do some intimidate business. Maybe intimidate Miri and not have to deal with her. And if I can get higher than he can even stop the intimidate on, and he kneels guys out to stop the intimidate, then that's good for me too. So he's not winning on the defense, but he's kneeling out characters. So for me, that's an intimidate in my mind. So power with Victirion and Windermere. 9 strength, I believe, total. And we're stealthing someone. The newly made lord. Makes sense. Newly made lord. So that he has to kneel some big dudes if he wants to block it. And no more Plaza Pride kind of sucked. I remember I saved cards in my hand. It was like, had the plan in my head of how I'm going to stand Victirion and do 2 intimidates, and I'll deal with Balon or deal with Miri or Euron or whatever. And then he plays a newly made lord, and I remember just being like, ah, damn it. So he's going to block the unopposed with the Targaryen loyalist. So I can intimidate anyone I want here, since I won the challenge by 8. So I can get one character of 8 strength or less.
Flame, you have no flame, right?
Right.
So down and intimidate. So I'm up by 8.
Yep. The only one you want.
Expect that.
I think it's got to be Miri, but...
Dagmar's a real thing. I don't really want you to win.
Or it could be Euron. Actually, Euron to get rid of a big military. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Dagmir needs to get his challenge in there. So that's why Victirion went first, to make sure Dagmir can win his challenge, which should happen against the 5 strength of Balon. That's why I started with a power, was hoping, hey, he has all these guys with power icons. Hopefully he throws some of them in front, because I'm really just trying to win an intrigue by 5 or more, or Dagmir is trying to win a military challenge and trigger his ability to steal that Iron Mines. But I have 2 power now on Victirion, so he's good with a save. Euron's got a dupe. But the rest of my board's pretty exposed, and he's got dupes and an Iron Mine, so he's better on the Valor right now. And it looks like the intrigue claim gets Asha. And I get Plaza back with Euron, pillaging a Ser Jorah there. So Plaza's back in play, look at that. So Euron going to work, steals the Plaza back. And looks like Military of 5's coming in with Dagmir, or Dagmar, however you say it. And it's going to go unopposed, of course. Or not, of course. He just doesn't want to use Balon on the defense and not even win. So yeah, Iron Mines get stolen instead of claimed. Oh man, sorry Jessie. I'm sorry, dude. But hey, a Valor here could be leveling, and he's still has Balon out here, and could still draw into like Great Krakens and stuff. And he's got Euron on the board, so Euron can steal some locations from me, and if he can We Do Not Sow, I could lose that Plaza of Pride real quick. But now I do have 2 Iron Mines, so actually, I take that back what I said about Valor. Sorry, 2 Iron Mines now, yeah. So 2 Iron Mines, Victorion save, and a dupe on Euron. I can pretty much almost save my whole board, except for that Iron Islands Fishmonger, and he would just be left with Euron and Balon, assuming no saves in hand on either side. But, you know, there may be a save in there.
Sorry, what was it? Military power.
So military here with Balon is what's happening. And no defenders on that. Iron Islands Fishmonger goes away. Don't need to worry about saving them on the Valor. But a Valor for me would kill Miri, and that's key. With no Iron Mines out there to save her, it's my time to strike, so I'm sure that's running in my head right now. That's why I went on a pulls on the military. I don't care about losing a mill if I'm about to slap down Valor and not even save that Iron Islands Fishmonger. So 4 strength power challenge with the newly made Lord. And no defenders. So he's going to go up 2 more power. So 4 power on Jesse's side. And it looks like I'm sitting on 7 after dominance. So no Plaza of Pride trigger there. Interesting. I guess I just didn't need to. After Euron wins the challenge, I mean, Dagmar has to win alone anyway. So there was really no point in standing Victorion. Unless I want to do it defensively, but I probably didn't want to lose any cards in my hand. I'm okay with my opponent getting some power. Especially after I just reveal Clash of Kings there. I want to steal some extra power, so of course I need him to get some more power. And he's going to draw some cards with Counting Coppers. So I'm playing a high initiative plot, trying to go first, I'm sure. If I can get those damn Iron Fleet Scouts into play, that'd be nice. To help get my range triggers off and get some Intimidate going. Or easier Intimidate. Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't Valor there. Looking back now, I should have probably done it. Should have probably done it. Yeah, 'cause he only played Counting Coppers, so he only gets 3 gold and has a Fishmonger and a Loyalist who would have been dead, not helping his economy here. So Sea Tower for the limited.
It's nice to have money you can play for.
So reducing by 2 with the 2 Sea Towers. So looks like I'm playing Silence's Crew there. And Bestow is, looks like I'm going to do 1. Yep. 1 Bestow. That's going to put them up to 6 strength. That helps them go along with Victorion in that first challenge with Intimidate. And looks like a Wildling Scout is what I'm debating. Yep, Wildling Scout to help give some stealth, spend the extra 2 gold. I got to make sure I win that power challenge to get the plot effect off. And if I can use a Wildling Scout to give stealth, it's going to go on a character most likely. I'm going to try to stand with Plaza of Pride, assuming I still have it if he doesn't play another newly made Lord here. Oh, there's Ser Jorah. And an Iron Mines. Ah! See, I should have Valored there. No, Miri wouldn't be able to be saved. But Dagmar can win again. Or Dagmar. If I can steal a 3rd Iron Mines to my side of the board. That would be nice. So now I got to think it through here. I think Jessie here is counting out how much power I can actually gain.
I think you're at 12 with the power.
Oh no, he's counting on my strength, I think.
Oh, on strength for power?
No. I think
Oh yeah, he's thinking I can get to 12 power here. And that's it. So I don't know if he's saying that to scare me. I know he's got a fast mind. He plays tons of thrones, way more than I do. He's definitely quicker at this game than I am. He can see ahead a few moves, that's for sure. And he starts thinking I can only get to 10 or 12 power. So it's most likely going to go another round. But I still have my scheme deck, which I'm looking through there. So I'm trying to think here. Worst case, like what can I do? What can I get off here going aggressive on the offense? Wildfire is a real thing. But that's hurts my side too. But if I do my challenges with Windermere and like silence his crew and chuck that Wildling Scout anyway, I'm only losing a couple characters. And I can really devastate his board. But then we're down to like Euron, Balon, and Miri versus like Dagmar, Victirion, and Euron, which, I don't know, that's not ideal. Filthy Accusations would be good, kneeling someone out. This is all assuming I can get the intrigue off, winning it by 5. I guess that Wildling Scout would have to be part of that. Oh wait, I have appointed on Victirion, so that helps too. But he's got 15 intrigue strength on the board. And with just Euron and Victirion, I only have 11, 12, 13 with that Corsair's Dirk. And then I guess the Wildling Scout could be thrown in there. But I probably want to use them for stealth. Which I think I'm going to pop right here. Yep. Pop and give stealth to Victirion. Makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm looking to get that intrigue challenge through. I think a wildfire would be juicy. I'm not sure what else. Not sure what I was trying to do here. I remember looking at my scheme deck and thinking, like, can I get that intrigue through? Maybe it's for power behind the throne. Stand someone up. Because I do have 3 renown bodies on the board. I could stand one with a scheme plot. I could stand one with Plaza of Pride. So that could be 2 extra renown there if I can win those challenges. So that's 5 just in renown alone. 2 on the power claim because of Clash of Kings. So that's 7 power possibly.
Power 15.
Yeah.
And I'm at, what am I at?
You have 2
7 power.
Did you sack to give him stealth?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
So it looks like I'm doing a power challenge here with Windermere and Victirion, and I forgot Windermere had stealth for some dumb reason, and just used the stealth I just gave with the Wildling Scout. So 2 stealths. Thanks, Jessie, for the reminder. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. So Balon and Newly Made Lord are my choices on the stealth, and he's just going to throw a Iron Islands Fishmonger in front. So he's letting the Intimidate go crazy. He's not overcommitting, which is smart.
Actually, I'll do the
So I'm stealing a gold from him with the Corsair's Dirk, which who knows what he had in hand there that he wanted to save that gold for. Either way, it helps for dominance. So Clash of Kings, claim,
I'll do a pillage.
renown, pillage, no targets.
Location right there.
Oh, I had silenced his crew in there too. Sorry. So their pillage went off, and then intimidate here. Anyone I want.
Which one?
And it's going to be Euron, just because he has the biggest strength and the multiple icons. And if I want to get another challenge through, I don't need him just using Euron to block like Dagmar or stopping my range trigger. So taking Euron out of the mix definitely helps on both those fronts. But Ser Jorah could be a problem. So I'm at 10 power now. Remember, Jessie said I can only get to 12. That's what he calculated.
pitch a theme.
So Theon's going to be pitched, who's 3 cost for Plaza Punishment. So he's enough to stand Victirion.
I remember he still has stealth.
Yeah, no, that. It's him. I forgot. Like I don't know why.
So yeah, Victirion still has stealth, and
Doesn't have anything
we're going to put that to use here. And we're going to go Intrigue, it looks like. Maybe with Euron, maybe not. Got to count out his strength here. I have no Iron Fleet scouts to help me out, so he's only 7. And if I stealth Miri, that leaves Jorah there to block, which I'd only win by 3. So if I want to get the range trigger, Euron has to be part of it, and I think that's what I realized there. So Euron goes in with Victirion. They're coming in for 11, 12, 13 with the Corsair's Dirk. Stealthing Jorah. I want Miri to kneel. And he may let this go unopposed even, because he wants to keep Miri up, but he doesn't, because that will give me that extra power. And he blocks the unopposed. So stealthing those weenies works out sometimes.
Filthy, I assume.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And Filthy Accusations is going to kneel Balon. So that's what I was looking to get off there, is Filthy Accusations.
Intimidate, I assume. Well,
So what is this? This was intrigue. So claim first, I guess.
So we're talking about intimidate targets, but yeah, claim's got to happen, which is
Was opposed.
which is great to see a great Kraken disappear from his hand on Intrigue. That's what just happened there, which of course then Pillage happens after, and then Euron's ability steals a great Kraken.
opposed, because you'll.
No, that
I
was
mean, you'll
just
get
intrigue.
you'll get the power on opposed. Or I know you already did
No,
power,
no,
right?
I don't.
Yeah.
No, because he doesn't have stealth or anything.
You can still intimidate here. You get the military on opposed.
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't imitate that.
Yeah, so the keywords, it was a little confusing there. We started like pillaging and all that business and Euron's reaction, but I still had to intimidate.
Military.
So intimidate Sir Jorah,
Kraken reaction.
and
Opposed.
and that's it. It closes it. So I because of that kneel from Filthy Accusations, Dagmar goes through on the unopposed, and he gets renown unopposed. Great Kraken trigger. So Jessie thought I could only get to 12, but man, anything can happen with Euron stealing intriguing locations out of hand and then stealing them. Especially Great Kraken to help get that extra power is pretty nuts. So yeah, that was an insane game. Just stealing that Plaza of Pride was pretty crazy. I felt bad for Jessie. I'm sorry, buddy. And you're a really good sport, and thank you so much. Yeah, that was a crazy game. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks for everyone for donating on Patreon.com. Thanks, Jessie, for playing on the camera. Thanks for being an awesome dude. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can donate on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table, like I said. The link is in the description below. Make sure you hit that like button. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.